Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. It is Sunday the 14th of March here in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia. And of course, if we go to the Northern Hemisphere, you've got your new moon in Pisces. Of course, that happened to us in the early hours of the morning. I wanted to just do a quick reading of my Moonology cards because I think the new moon in Pisces is kind of a big deal. And then look at some other astrological placements and then move into a tarot reading. As we know, the ex-president was in New York recently. There has been speculation that the Manhattan District Attorney's investigation is getting very close to an indictment. I want to test that theory because it is only a theory. And let's see how the Georgia investigation is going as well. So let's take advantage of this new moon in Pisces. I'm feeling the veil is very thin at the moment. And we've got, as you move through your weekend, the moon moves from Pisces into Aries. But we do have some really nice sextiles as well. The sun is sextiling Pluto. We should take advantage of being able to see quite clearly through that shadowy, murky kind of water down to the bottom and see what's on the bottom there. The moon is also sextiling Saturn. The sun is sextiling Pluto and the moon is sextiling Saturn. The sun is conjunct Venus and also Mercury, and of course Mercury and Venus are conjunct. So I'm feeling it's time. It's a time to take advantage of your intuition, of your sixth senses, of your insights. I'm certainly feeling that today, and I felt it very keenly yesterday as well. So let's take a look through the Moonology. I may pull another oracle card. I'm not kind of convinced totally that the Moonology will be the only oracle card I'll pull. Let's just have a look at what the new moon in Pisces brings. New moon in Pisces. What does this new moon in Pisces? So I'm seeing a crossbow, which is interesting. So using our senses to sharpen our aim, whatever our aim is, greater clarity and direction. Even though, we've got Pisces sometimes swimming in that sea of unconscious, I feel somehow this new moon, particularly when it moves quickly into Aries, brings us that forward propulsion. Okay, so let's have a look. And we've got all those blending of energies with all those conjunctions as well with the sun, the very, very strong energy, life-affirming energy of the sun. So what does the new moon in Pisces bring forward for us? New moon in Pisces. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So taking time to breathe out. We might have been holding our collective breaths for quite some time. It's interesting because when I opened up for this reading, I actually did a chakra balancing, and I saw, that Pluto kind of energy there, and I breathed out. I thought that was the solution for it, breathing all those, I think it is repressed emotions, repressed discoveries, repressed learnings that we might have been holding on to, breathing them out. Because when we breathe out, and new moons are a time of new beginnings, it's time then to take another inward breath and draw in new experiences. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Maybe that's what we're breathing out. Cancerians, rule that fourth house our emotional security, our trust in, our security in the relationships with those around us. I do feel it's learnings we're breathing out. Look at the blue here. And I am reminded that communication, that Mercury influence there, Venus, I think, conjunct Mercury, is as much about inner communication as it is about outward communication. There's something very healing around self-expression there. Your dreams need a practical plan. So with everything Piscean, you might intuitively know the answer, but of course this is a Taurian energy here. This is Venus conjuncting Mercury. Saturn, the Sun sextiling Saturn. It's time to make that plan. Don't just waft along enjoying those beautiful Piscean energies floating in that unconscious. It's time to bring it forward to the conscious mind and make that plan. So breathing out, as you're breathing out, making that plan while you're doing so. At the basis of the pack, which is kind of like the current energy, is the void moon. Nothing will come of this situation. I actually disagree. I think void moons get a lot of negativity. They are the space when we breathe in and hold our breath. It's the point of potentiality as we move in to new beginnings. So breathing out is a very strong message here, and allowing the space to fill up with something new. But you're being cautioned to make your plan practical. Make it practical. Don't hold on to your past. Okay, I take this back. That's your node, the south node there, which is associated with the past. So we are now encouraged to breathe out and bring in and take advantage of that potentiality there. Wonderful. I take it back. The Moonology was exactly the right oracle to use. All right, let's get on to cleaning up the past a bit. And of course, as Glenn Kirshner so often says, the US attorney doing wonderful things around the country, really focusing in on justice matters. So let's have a look if Cy Vance in Manhattan is getting close to charging the ex-president or his organisation or his family, however the Trump organisation is set up, is the Manhattan District Attorney. I'm using my Golden Tarot. It's the Manhattan District Attorney. Getting close to making arrests, which are indictments. Getting close to indicting. Manhattan District Attorney's Office, getting close to making indictments. So he wouldn't have engaged the top RICO prosecutor if he wasn't. That's what I'm getting and seeing. He has contracted this person to prosecute. And when you prosecute, you have an indictment. Is this getting close? So he will be indicted. Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer, met with prosecutors 7 times in recent weeks. Experts have said you don't do that unless you're getting close to an indictment. Will the former president, his organisation, is the Manhattan's DA's office getting close to an indictment? Somebody's pouring fuel on something. Okay, well, let's see. So we've got the strength cards. So they have a very strong case against the former president. Very strong case. That is the signifier card. What is challenging that is the Fool card, new starts. So I think at the moment they are wrapping up like loose ends, wrapping up old leads or chasing down old leads. So we have the strength card, and of course I have read that the campaign, while not taking away from Governor Cuomo's manner and inappropriateness, of which he's apologised for, the growing calls for him to step down. There is just something around the timing of this and the former guy being in New York that has got certainly my antenna up. I feel that yes, the answer to that is yes, and we have the Knight of Wands here. So this is forward movement as in the foundation of the reading. So again, confirming my intuition that they have enough to move forward with already. In the past, we have the Star card, healing, and I go back to enough people wanting justice to be done. I mean, the former guy got off for so long. His organisation got off for so long, and justice obviously didn't matter. Now we have the former mayor of New York being investigated, a Republican mayor, who is now the former guy's lawyer, being investigated by the Southern District of New York. So there seems to be a healing needed here. What's crowning this reading is the past, the Six of Cups. Going back to the past, gifts from the past, what he has received. These bouquets to me bring forward money. I do feel that his daughter is implicated in this as well. Many things. There are many potential case or investigations. It's not just tax fraud. There are many things. Now we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is around his money, how he got it, his investments, his business streams, the money coming in to his business, a hand reaching out from the clouds like a miracle, presenting the money. His investors who loaned him money. The here and now, we have the Three of Pentacles. 3, building, how he built his business. There's something around how he built his business. I think this goes beyond tax and financial or business fraud here. This goes to who loaned him and why, and how he built his business. Let's see what's in the here and now. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles, it's always coming up. Giving and receiving help, balancing the scales, loans and debts. They're looking at his debt, his loans. They're looking at his loans extremely closely. It goes beyond just tax evasion. There's something around his loans. They're looking very, very, very carefully. This can sometimes be hidden and dark money, how he hid money. In the here and now, we've got the Eight of Swords, restriction, worry. That's in the hopes and fears. There are matters that they're restricted on, perhaps because they don't have enough. But there are matters that they are ready to bring forward, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. She always comes up, doesn't she? The Queen of Pentacles as the outcome. Clarified by an abuse of power. So he has She can sometimes mean the national kind of security. She comes forward. She used to come forward all the time. And I sometimes used to think this is the Judge, is it Amy Berman? What the information that she has had. There's something around a female, I think it is a judge, that has evidence to bring to bear on this. This is an abuse of power in relation. This could also be the financial laws of the US. There's been some kind of abuse here. And we have isolation, we have review, we have investigation, further clarifying this abuse of power. This is the Virgo energy. This is somebody sweating, going through the books, very, very forensic accountants. They've already got enough there to indict on the abuse of the financial laws of your country, of the US. So that's a given. It's already there. But are they ready to indict? I'm going to draw a clarifier. Let's see what's at the base of the pack. The Eight of Cups talks about loss. This seems to be the former guy losing the election and losing control of the narrative, and of course the sword of truth coming forward. So definitely this is talking about what occurs now to him as a result of his loss of the election. Let's draw a clarifier. They've got enough here, but there's more. The more they're looking at around his loans and debts, how the money came in, who invested in him, who was the investors. Okay, so let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles. Show me this Queen of Pentacles, please. Something's come out. Alrighty, couldn't really be clearer. There is some kind of vice here, represented by the Devil card, and abundance through the vice. And also this, as you know, after years of watching me, this is my card for Russia. So I think that they have enough on the tax evasion, but I think they're going one step further. They're going one step further and looking at the money laundering side. And I think they already have that evidence. So if he is indicted, it's just not going to be an Al Capone tax evasion thing here. I think they want to go the full Monty, as they say, or the whole hog, whatever that saying is. How close is it? If you could just give me some indication of how close is this? How close? So I've got the Queen of Swords here. How close is this? Can you tell me how close it might be? With a number, please. How close might this be? 5. Money loss. 5. 5. Okay. It's reasonably close here with this 8 of Pentacles. I can't tell you weeks or months, but it's reasonably close. When I see that 8 of Wands energy, it is something coming through very quickly. Yes, 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 yes. So we have bombshells, we have the moon, something again being uncovered from the murky depths. What? Here's our pentacle here. Okay, so I'm going to say that it is close. They are close to making some kind of announcement. They will probably go with the tax evasion, business fraud, but they've got more, much more. So it could be a stage thing. Now, many people have asked me what happens when Cy Vance retires, which he's due to do. I've just got a feeling that the person that comes next will actually be more aggressive than Cy Vance in relation to this case, because the evidence is so overwhelming that they already have that there's no going back now. Okay, so let's take a look at Georgia. Now, I think a grand jury has been impanelled, and of course Lindsey Graham, Senator Lindsey Graham, is being investigated there as well. So they've got, they're going down the racketeering route. So let's see what's going to come out there in Georgia. And of course, if he's done it in Georgia, I think he did it in Pennsylvania. In all those swing states, there's going to be the question, what did he do there? Okay, so let's have a look. He was so desperate. It was like a gradient. He would try this, he would try that, and then when all of that failed, he was bold enough to think that insurrection might assist him. A coup. Wow. That's the thing about alleged criminals. They are very bold. Okay, so Georgia. Show me the Georgia racketeering investigation, election interference with the Georgian government, Secretary of State, and various other electoral investigators. Show me how that Georgia, will he be indicted on that? Whoa, that's a strong one. There's a sword of truth there. Okay, the 9 of Cups. Sometimes this used to be the smug merchant. It means wish fulfillment and miracles. He doesn't look very prosperous in that particular card, that person. So the 9 of Cups, challenged by his loss, yeah, wounded. These two cards tell me straight away that there's quite a strong case there. Let's see what the foundation is. 9 of Pentacles. This kind of energy comes forward a lot, doesn't it? It means luxury, wealth. I can do what I want. I am untouchable. Freedom, independence is at the foundation of this. That nobody's above the law. That nobody's untouchable. Let's have a look at that. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. The Page of Cups is in the past position, so I think that they've got a very strong case there, and he is going to try, and he's worried about this one. He's going to try, and it's like his lawyers will eventually try and sort of like plea bargain. It's like, we've got 3 lost cups and something. He's going to be throwing some kind of lifeline here in some way. And we've got the full new starts. None of these prosecutions are easy. Judgment in the here and now, and it was inevitable that something so grossly, blatantly, obviously interfering would have to be prosecuted. And the environment around is, finishing up this cycle, major arcanas, endings and beginnings. These are very karmic cards in the here and now, which don't surprise me. So we have the Emperor in the fear position, control. So controlling, retaining control of this. So let's see what that is about. Yeah, he's going to be indicted. They are going to make some kind of charge, and he's going to have to defend that. He's probably going to take some kind of, I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of lifeline that will eventually be thrown to him in terms of a lesser charge. Yeah, we've got celebrations around community, around seeing him having to defend this charge. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles review. So I know what that is. They may not be able to successfully prosecute him on some of the charges that they will bring, but there is one that will stick. So watch for that one. We have the Queen of Cups. I think that's the DA, the prosecutor. And we have the King of Pentacles and his abuse of power. So all of these investigations are going to be brought to bear. And I haven't even looked at what Merrick Garland will do. But that's all I'm going to do for today. So breathing out, not having to hold our collective breath anymore. Exhale, and allow for the new to come in. So thank you all for joining me on this weekend reading, and I'll be back again with another reading soon.